Parte 1. Un lugar acogedor. Ay, mira como en el primer juego.
Good to be back on Mêlée Island, the hub of pirating in the Caribbean, where every good expedition begins. I'll see some old pals and get things rolling. Or sailing in this case. Hi, I'm Guybrush Threepwood. Remember me?
Haven't seen you in a while, Threepwood. What have you been up to?
Oh, you know, freebooting mostly, swashing buckles and so on. But now I'm getting an expedition together to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, you're sailing with Lechuck?
What? LeChuck's here in Mêlée? Is there widespread panic? Are people evacuating?
He doesn't seem interested in carnage at the moment. Ship's just here taking on supplies and crew, as far as I can tell.
Well, anyway, no, I'm not sailing with LeChuck. You know my history with him.
Hombre, Lechuck raptó a mi mujer, eso es cierto. Es un malvado pirata fantasma zombie, el terror de los bares, totalmente cierto también. Hemos sido enemigos durante toda mi carrera. Siempre me roba las mejores ideas. O me voy a montar mi propia travesía y solo mía. A ver, me gusta esta, el terror de los bares.
He's an evil zombie ghost pirate, terror of the seas, and sometimes the land. A nefarious, conniving, murdering scallywag. A depraved, ruthless villain. And a loud talker. And I'm not those things.
They say opposites attract, but what do I know?
Tiene que ser algo que se me ha escapado a configurar del OBS, porque los del Better sí los veo. Algo tiene que ser. A ver si lo investigo. Puedo decirle más frases. Pues Lechuck raptó a mi mujer.
LeChuck kidnapped my wife. He's always had designs on her. I sailed to Monkey Island to find them and get her back.
Oh, I thought you weren't married yet when that happened. And didn't she more or less rescue herself?
That's not the point.
Hemos sido enemigos durante toda mi carrera.
For my whole career. Everywhere I go, there he is. He plagues me. He's my nemesis.
Funny. He said the same thing about you.
Siempre me roba las mejores ideas.
Steals all my best ideas.
Are you sure it isn't the other way around? Seems like he was
Esta
here
vez sí,
first.
ha llegado
I
primero.
don't know how he found out, but I'm sure he's just doing this to get one up on me.
¿Te imaginas que siempre teníamos un micrófono y Lechuck nos escuchaba todos los planes?
I'm mounting my own voyage. Mine.
Well, you'd better get cracking then. LeChuck's loading up on the outer dock as we speak.
Well, I'm gonna hire a ship and a crew and beat him to the punch. Just as soon as I can get someone to back the venture. I'm a little short on funds at the moment.
In that case, you'll want to go talk to the pirate leaders at the Scum Bar.
Exactly. That's why I came to Mêlée. It'll be great to see those old guys again. We'll knock back a grog and hash
Pues ya
out the
tenemos
details.
primer objetivo.
Scum Bar, by the docks. Long table in the back.
I know where I'm going.
We'll see.
Tú puede ser que al final yo acabe dando las penas porque no sepa resolver los puzzles. Calentarme las manos.
I could stare
¿Templar
at this
hoguera?
forever, but that wouldn't be much fun for you.
¿Y tiene algo más que contarme?
Shouldn't you be on your way to the Scum
Ah,
Bar
no tiene
to
nada.
talk to the pirate leaders?
Well, I was just about to head down there.
Vale. Buito.
I detect a certain resemblance here.
Yes, it looks a lot like an owl, doesn't it?
Re-elect Governor Carla. She's keen on bluntness.
Mira, aquí está Lechuck ya.
I better
Cargando
get
su barco.
cracking if I want to get to the secret before that scheming blackguard.
Y ese es el muelle y este es el escumbar.
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition. In the back.
Al fondo. ¿Y esto? Un libro de tarjetas coleccionables de Trivial.
It's a book for storing collectible trivia cards. Looks like someone just left it here unattended.
Me lo llevo. Al fondo del escumbar está. ¡Ostras! ¿En serio? Es la cocina, ¿no? He visto que había un trofeo que es resolver todas las preguntas del Trivial. Mira, hay 10 páginas y tiene 5 cada página. Nueva
Looks like a
decoración.
circus act. Maybe. I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
Fondo. Vale.
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
Vale, pues todos me dicen que al fondo, pues al fondo nos vamos, ¿no?
Have you seen the pirate leaders around? This is their table. In fact, you'd probably better move. You don't want to get caught sitting here.
It's our table, Rummy.
We're the pirate leaders.
Get lost.
No sabía que habían cambiado la dirección. ¿Dónde están los tres señores que presidían aquí? Deseo hablar con vosotros sobre financiar una expedición. Vamos a preguntar por
Where
los
are the three
señores.
older guys who used to hold court here?
Who cares?
Probably crying in an alley somewhere, wishing they were still relevant.
Making up trials for each other and writing memoirs that no one will read.
I hadn't heard there was a change of leadership.
Oh no. Did nobody remember to notify you?
Maybe your party invite got lost in the mail.
¿Debo hablar con vosotros sobre financiar una
Is it you
expedición?
I should talk to about financing an expedition?
An expedition. Who is it that you think you are exactly?
¿Cómo que quién creo que soy? Hombre, soy Guybrush Threepwood. ¿Nombre? No suena mi nombre.
Guybrush Threepwood. Probably you've heard of me.
Probably not.
Permission to slaughter the annoying old wastrel man, Captain Madison.
Wait, it was Captain Madison? She's like famous! I've got her on a trading card. Her plunder stats are amazing!
Plunder stats
Sus
aren't
atributos de saqueo.
And the others were Captain Lila and Captain Trent. It was Lila who threatened to kill you?
Look, they weren't that great, okay? Listen to the story.
Want me to slaughter him?
Don't bother. He's just a harmless hack who thinks he has a good idea for a pirate raid.
I'm going to find the secret of Monkey Island.
You're wasting our time.
The secret? I didn't think that was even a real thing.
Tenemos para elegir. Es un botín de un valor monetario incalculable. Es un botín de valor cultural astronómico. Es un eterno misterio que hay que desentrañar. Es mi pasión, quiero encontrarlo como sea. Yo quiero decir la tercera.
It's a mystery for the ages that must be solved.
The only mystery here is who let you into this bar.
Okay, I'm sensing some reluctance, but hear me out.
¿Podríais A ver, ¿aceptaríais al menos adelantarme una parte del dinero? Podría compensaros por ayudarme a contratar una tripulación. ¿Podríais al menos decirme dónde hay un barco libre?
Could you at least point me towards an available ship?
You don't even have a ship?
You're really up a creek.
Up a creek without a ship.
Con financiación puedo
With
lograrlo.
backing, I can work it out. It's a surefire investment. Triple your money or your money back.
Not interested.
No hay forma de convencerlos, ¿eh?
I could make it worth your while to help me hire a crew. A percentage of their earnings or something.
No one in here wants to chase your pipe dream.
If you don't take this opportunity, LeChuck will grab it.
LeChuck?
Yes, the dreaded zombie ghost pirate LeChuck himself is also going after the secret. He's here in Mêlée getting ready right now. If that doesn't prove it's a worthwhile venture, I don't know what else to tell you.
Great. Problem solved.
Excellent. You'll do it.
No, of course not. Why waste money on an expedition when you can just join the one that's already going?
Have fun with your scary
¿En
ghost
serio no vamos a
friend.
liar con LeChuck?
Bye-bye.
Well, the slight problem with that idea is that LeChuck and I are basically mortal enemies.
Te ríes mucho, ¿eh?
Fine. I don't need you or your money. I can do this on my own. If I can't buy a ship, I'll steal one. I'm a pirate. I'll find a way to get to Monkey Island no matter what it takes.
Iba a haber
I like the
edición
old
física,
pirate
pero más
leaders
adelante.
better.
Ah, vale. Por cierto, ¿qué tal os parece el tamaño de los subtítulos? Se puede poner más chico. A ver. Entonces, hemos dicho que nuestra misión... Ah, mira, tengo el libro de Trivial. Ah, ¿cuánto dinero tengo? ¿No me deja mirarlo?
I've got a few coins for incidentals.
Varias monedas.
The pen is mightier than the sword.
Vamos a probar ahora.
The pen is mightier than the sword.
Un poquito más chico.
The
Yo lo veo
pen is
bien.
mightier than the sword.
¿Vosotros lo leéis bien? ¿Lo leéis bien también? Uy. Sí, ¿no? Vale.
This has gotten me out of a lot of scrapes over the years.
Vale, hay que conseguir o encontrar un barco y encontrar el secreto de Monkey Island. Nuestras tareas pendientes. Se ven perfecto y eso que yo tengo... Vale, pues entonces lo dejamos así. Esta es Elaine, ¿no?
Elaine?
Guybrush! Wait, are you going to tell a mushy part now?
A little, but I can skip over the hugs and kisses. Elaine!
Guybrush!
Esperaba que aparecieras en esta
I was
historia.
hoping you'd turn up in this story.
I was hoping you'd turn up in mine.
Uy, 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 uy. ¿Cómo va tu iniciativa para prevenir el escorbuto?
How's your scurvy prevention project?
It's great! We're going to get a lot of limes to a lot of sailors and save a lot of lives. I've got to come up with a way to deal with Captain Madison, though. The pressure she's putting on the town is making it hard for social programs like mine.
Veo que lo hemos conocido a la capitana Madison.
Sounds like we both met Captain Madison.
I don't like her. She's the one who pushed to shut down the shipyard.
She doesn't understand the value of the secret of Monkey Island.
She laughed at me.
Me too.
Obviously, the woman has no taste and a lousy sense of humor.
No tendrás un barco, ¿verdad?
You wouldn't happen to have a ship with you.
No, silly. I came on a charter. Just like you.
I figured that, but it never hurts to ask. I'm finding it harder than I thought to get hold of a ship and a crew for my expedition.
Why don't you ask around at the docks? I'm sure you can find something.
Thanks, I'll try that.
Claro, pero en los muelles está Lechuck. No sé si a lo mejor ha reclutado ya a todo el mundo. Me siento mejor solo con hablar contigo. Voy a ligarme a mi mujer.
I feel better just talking to you.
Me too.
Seguro que tienes que irte ya.
You've probably got to get going.
You say goodbye first.
¡Ay! No, tú primera.
No, you say bye first.
No.
¿En serio vamos a empezar así?
No, you say bye first.
¿Será un logro? ¿Qué me pasa a mí con los logros, de verdad?
No, you say bye first.
Yo creo que esto me tiro yo aquí infinito.
Bye.
¡Ah! Ha cedido ella. Ha cedido ella. ¡Oh! Y no es logro. ¡Ah! Ja. A ver.
Elaine would kill me if she caught me pulling down her flyers.
Vale, no me puedo llevar su propaganda.
The problem with this statue is it's not a statue of Elaine, the best ever governor of Mêlée.
Igual. Próximo cese de negocio. Me encanta que hayan traducido los gráficos. Oferta 50%.
International House of Mojo. This place hasn't changed in years.
Mira mi amiga, la del vudú.
Welcome, Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice to see you again.
I have been waiting for you.
Desde la última vez que nos vimos, han pasado
You
años.
mean,
Fate ordained that you would be here several minutes ago. Only you can manage to be late, even when you are fated to arrive.
it's a gift.
Allow me to seek knowledge on your behalf.
Will it cost me anything?
Pride, free will. Not much.
¡Hala, para adentro!
The way to the secret is like a serpent which swallows itself. Many obstacles lie ahead.
Serpent, obstacles, got it.
Adentro también.
You must walk the path. Yet you have already walked the path.
And now I'm going back again.
When you are unsure of the way forward, open this book
este era el
for
libro de
guidance on
pistas que
what is
dijeron.
to come.
It can tell me my future?
In a way, think of it as a book of hints.
What is it really?
A book of hints. Use it wisely. To know too much diminishes the voyage.
Neat. Thanks.
No charge. Now you must go. I have a luncheon, and your destiny lies at the docks.
It does?
Most assuredly.
¿Qué tal es volver a los mismos lugares? Pues está guay, porque es revivir la experiencia totalmente nueva. Y me encantan un montón los detallitos que hay, las referencias.
At Chamber of Commerce Midnight Luncheon, back shortly.
Vale, ya no me deja entrar de nuevo porque se ha ido. Ya me ha dado el libro de pistas, que es esto, que no lo quiero abrir. Se va a quedar con la exclamación, no lo voy a abrir. Os prometo que no miro el libro de pistas. Lo vamos a jugar en difícil y sin pistas. Es mapas y más de Wally. Ah, mira.
Looks like Wally's got a new place in Mêlée. I hope he's not still sore about the monocle. At Chamber of Commerce Midnight Luncheon. Back shortly.
Vuelvo enseguida. Grafitis hasta en la sopa.
What kind of person would just paint on a wall like that? Property foreclosed by order of Madison Enterprises. Oh, this was my favorite novelty store.
Vale, en principio creo que ya está todo por aquí.
The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better.
Aquí hay una anciana.
Everybody thinks they know more than the other.
Okay.
El gatito, recuerdos.
Aw, this is where I risked my neck for Elaine, and she showed me she only needed me to risk my heart. Also, the windows need some work.
A visitor!
Mira, están.
Guybrush Threepwood?
Otis!
Howdy, kid.
And Stan. Otis, old pal. You haven't changed much since I last saw you.
I blame the government.
In fact, didn't we first meet right here?
Not at all. I was in the other cell that time. You look different somehow. New art style?
Nuevo estilo
Nice of you to
artístico.
notice.
¿Por qué tan encerrado esta vez?
What did they get you for this time?
I'm a victim of circumstance. Circumstance being that too much attention gets paid to little things that don't hurt anyone, while hard killers roam the streets with pistols and swords.
Me he fijado en que no me han dicho por qué te han
I
encerrado.
notice you didn't say what crime they locked you up for.
It was nothing. I was just picking some flowers.
In the forest?
No, that's illegal. I learned my lesson. I picked them from the governor's garden instead.
Qué casualidad. Dice, coger flores del jardín de la gobernadora parece una idea desacertada.
Picking flowers from the governor's garden sounds like an unwise choice.
We used to be friends. Sort of. Anyway, they aren't even her flowers. Taxes pay for them. It's public property. I don't know why anyone bothers me about it. I don't hurt anybody.
We'll accept the flowers.
They're annuals. They're doomed anyway.
Vale, imagino que estarás aquí cuando
I
vuelva.
assume you'll be here when I get back?
Don't tease me, Guybrush.
Creo que se ha enfadado un poquitillo.
I think there's some writing on it, but it's too tiny to read.
Que a lo mejor si lo hubiera dicho... Es que Otis está un poco ahí...
Big news.
A ver.
I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
That sounds
están
fantastic.
encerrados.
You know what I remember most about Monkey Island? The time you busted me out of jail right before we went there. I don't cruise ships anymore. But maybe you can still help me out. Like you did all those years ago.
Possibly, though it was kind of tricky last time, and I didn't get much out of it in the end.
I would be most appreciative. A locksmith has opened very conveniently across the way. I am told locksmiths can make keys for things. Things like cell doors.
Imagine that.
Guybrush, you gotta get me out of here. It's custard night. I don't think I can take that again.
I'll make it my number 3 priority.
Thanks.
¿Cómo estarán las natillas para que diga que no le gustan? Con lo ricas que están las natillas. Así que imagino que hay que sacar a los dos de la cárcel. Quizá Stan me consiga el barco y él me va a tripular el barco.
Hey, Stan.
Hello there, son.
¿Qué hiciste para que te arrestaran?
What did you do that got you arrested?
Let me tell you something, son. It's not what a man does that matters. It's who he is. Maybe one day, in a moment
Me
of
pone
weakness,
nerviosa
he
como mueve los
crosses
brazos
a
están
line.
sin
But
parar.
if he's confident about what's in his heart, he can hold his head high. And you know what's in my heart, son?
Blood and goopy stuff?
People. People are in my heart. Anything I may have allegedly done, you can be sure I did it because I care about people.
Esperaba comprarte un barco.
I was really hoping to buy a ship from you.
Well, now, normally, I would do absolutely anything to get you into a comfortable ride right away. But my hands are tied. They're shackled. I can't do it. Not at any price. I'm completely out of inventory. Every ship on the lot was seized by unscrupulous lawyers who don't care about your sailing needs the way I do.
Oh, that's terrible.
Believe me, I feel worse about it than you do.
¿Puedo comprarte un barco cuando salga de la cárcel?
Could I get a ship from you after you're out of jail?
Don't count on it, son. I expect to be released any time, but I haven't even got anything on back order. It pains me to lose
O sea que no tiene barcos.
but if you need to get off this island, you're gonna have to find another way.
Pues adiós a mi idea. ¿Y puedes enviarme a la competencia?
Could you refer me to a competitor?
Stab me in the heart. You'd go to a competitor? Where's your loyalty, son?
Si no tienes barco, ¿qué hacemos?
Seeing as you're in jail and have no ships and can't help
Exacto.
me, I thought...
It doesn't matter anyway. There's no competition. I drove them all out of business long ago. Nobody can play the angles like old Stan. I didn't really anticipate a situation like this one coming up.
¿Algún consejo sobre cómo robarle un barco a otro?
Any tips on how to steal a ship from someone else?
One word, son. Mutiny. Get yourself on board a worthy
Oh.
vessel, gain the confidence of the crew, wait for the right moment, and strike. If you don't get killed, look me up
¿Imaginas?
afterwards. I'll give you a good price for anything that can stay above the waterline. Naturally, it'll have to be store credit
Le
until I get back
tenemos-
on my feet.
¿Le tenemos que hacer un motín al Lechuck?
Okay, well, thanks, I guess.
Anything I can do to help you, let me know. As long as it doesn't involve selling you a ship.
Vale, ¿te ayudaría si te saco de la
Would
cárcel?
it help if I broke you out of jail?
Now that's a kind offer, it truly is. Warms me to think that you'd do that for your old pal Stan. But I've got to think about the optics. I don't want to damage my case, and escaping from jail doesn't look good at trial. So thanks, but no thanks.
Vale. ¿Seguro?
Are you sure you don't want me to break you out?
115%, son, but
Hombre,
thanks.
115 es mucho, entonces pues nada. ¿Y hay otra cosa que puedo hacer por ti?
Is there anything else I can do for you?
Now that you mention it, there is one thing I've been missing during my time here in this lofty establishment. In all the rush and fuss and document shredding surrounding my arrest,
Imagino
I
que es
completely
esta
forgot
otra
to
como
grab
misión
my
secundaria.
toothbrush. If you happen to be passing by the shipyard, you might grab it for me. It'll be on my desk in the office.
Vale. Te lo traigo.
I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
The secret? Boy, that takes me back. But if you're looking for help, you're barking up the wrong enchilada. Just remember, life has no guarantees or warranties. Only
Solo
jamborees.
alegrías.
Thanks. That's advice.
Vale, pues...
See you later.
Vamos a salir.
Yep.
A ver si después de conseguirle, yo qué sé, el cepillo de dientes,
How's your day going?
pues a lo mejor se anima y me dice algo más de algún barco.
Welcome to my shop.
Hi.
Se supone que a él le podremos comprar quizá la llave para la
I'm Guybrush
cárcel.
Threepwood.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Locke Smith.
You're kidding, right?
Oh,
Nope.
Dios,
And
estos
before you
nombres
ask,
como lo
Yes,
haría
they
la
did.
mano.
Yes, it was. And they really, really wanted me to follow in the family business.
Porque se llama cerrajera. ¿De veras puedes hacer llaves para cosas? Dice, parece un truco de magia. ¿Quién es la viejecita de la ventana de enfrente? A ver.
Who's the old lady in the window across the way?
You mean Whitey Bones. She used to be the undertaker here years ago.
La
Seems to know a lot of things
sepulturera.
that maybe don't quite fit together.
Vale, ¿y conoces a Whitey
How well do
Bones?
you know Whitey Bones?
Not well at all. But she's been living near my shop for quite a few years. She was across from my old location, too.
Would she moved when you moved?
I'm sure it's just a coincidence.
Las coincidencias no existen.
Can you really make keys for stuff? That seems like a magic trick.
Modern locks have serial numbers that tell me all I need to know. No tricks necessary. Just information.
Vale, necesitamos entonces el número de serie. No me parece bien que se pueda hacer una llave solo con el número de serie.
Seems wrong that you can make a key from just the serial number.
It's a failsafe, in case people lose their key. You know how people are.
Y Dice, las cerraduras no son menos seguras si puedes hacerte, claro, la llave solo con un número.
Aren't locks way less secure if all you need is a number to get a new key?
That's why you should never share the serial number with anyone.
¿Y qué pasa si pierdes la llave y el número de serie?
What happens if you lose your key and the serial number at the same time?
The numbers are usually engraved on the locks, just in case. And if you lose the lock, chances are you don't
Eso
need a new
es cierto.
key.
Ahí tuché, ¿eh? ¿Qué me impide leer el número de serie de la cerradura de otra persona y encargar la
What's to
llave?
stop me reading the serial number on someone else's lock and having a key made?
The numbers are printed small enough that you need a special tool to read them. Only a pro would have a tool like that.
Vale, pues ya sabemos algo más. Necesitamos alguna lupa o algo para ver los números de los cerrojos.
Can I borrow your lock serial number reading tool?
My magnifier? Not a chance. I could be drummed out of the union for that. If you want to play locksmith, you'll have to look elsewhere.
Vale, voy en busca. No creo que se quiera venir conmigo.
I'm on a quest to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Exciting. The story in my family is that the secret is sort of like a key, one that opens all locks at once.
Vale. Si es una llave, ¿puedes duplicarla?
If it is a key, could you duplicate it?
I'm not sure you're supposed to take it literally.
¿Te gustaría unirte a mi tripulación?
Would you like to join a pirate crew?
Would I have to leave my shop?
Well, yes, that's the general idea. The crew actually get on the ship and, crew it.
Thanks. I'll pass.
No quiere.
Try down
Vale.
at the docks. There's always somebody hiring somebody down there.
Vale.
I think I'll browse around a
Le
bit.
echamos un
Try not to
vistazo a ver
touch
si me puedo
anything. I've
llevar
got a system,
algo.
and I don't like it disrupted.
Cajas ingeniosamente anidadas.
These are nice.
It's a locksmithing test.
Close it all up, and if you get the key out, you pass?
That's the beginner level, yes. The real challenge is to lock the larger box inside the smaller one.
Esto es mapa del
I see a
tesoro.
peninsula trailing off into small islands, but no X marks the spot.
It's southern Florida. I have family there.
Libro
At the
elegante.
end of the plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
¿Galletas
Are
son
these for
gratis?
customers?
Hands off. Those are my last crackers.
Tampoco me puedo llevar las galletas.
Handsome looking parrot.
And also vicious. But it was my mother's favorite.
I see everyone in that portrait has lovely locks.
If you have to make a pun, at least make a good one.
That's an impressive machine.
Yep. This wouldn't be much of a lock shop without a key grinder.
Vale, con eso hacemos la llave. Vale. Pues imagino que lo que tuviéramos que hacer aquí está hecho ya. En principio, no sé si me llevará... ¡Uy! Me he salido del juego sin querer. Vale, aquí hay más camino. Esta es la mansión. A ver, por atrás. ¡Oh! O sea, no puedo ir a la parte de atrás de la mansión. Pero sí que puedo ir a la mansión.
Carla.
Ah, pues esta es la del cartel, Carla. No era Elaine.
Guybrush Threepwood.
Hello, Swordmaster.
Prepare to taste my blade, you washed up hack.
Claro. No tengo más frases.
Let me show you what a hack looks like.
Pretty good, Guybrush. Right on point.
It's nice to see you again.
You too.
El apartado artístico te devuelvo de sí 100 y 100 veces. La verdad es que sí, me gusta mucho. O sea, todo por ahora se me ha pasado la hora y cuarto volar. ¿Cómo te va siendo la
How's
gobernadora?
the governorship treating you?
It's not as straightforward as I'd hoped. For some reason, you can't just tell everyone what to do and assume they'll do it. That's new territory for me.
Not for me. Maybe I should be governor.
I heard from your wife. She's coming by to talk about scurvy legislation. I assume you're involved with that somehow?
No estoy metido en todo lo que haga Elaine solo porque estemos
I'm not
casados.
automatically involved with everything Elaine does just because we're married.
I can see that. If it isn't about the scurvy project, why are you here?
Tu primera que has venido. Estoy buscando el secreto de Monkey
I'm looking for
Island.
the secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you. I don't have it.
Me hará falta una tripulación, ¿te interesa?
I'll be needing a crew. You interested?
Ha! I'd rather swallow a live badger than crew with you again. No offense intended.
So, unlikely but still possible?
No. You want a crew, go down to the docks and hire one.
Y tiene muchos detallitos. Se ha fijado bastante en los escenarios porque guardan detallitos. ¿Hay alguna iniciativa del gobierno que financie expediciones para buscar secretos en Monkey Island?
Is there a government program that funds expeditions to find secrets of Monkey Island?
Oh, gosh. You're too late for that one. We canceled it last year and diverted the funds to build a habitat for the rare Caribbean whining leech.
Darn.
There's a ship at the docks that's headed for Monkey Island.
I think you're talking about Lechuck's ship.
Do you want to go to Monkey Island or don't you?
Elaine dice que la capitana Madison está dificultando su proyecto del escorbuto.
Elaine says Captain Madison is hurting her scurvy project.
Not the legislative part, just the public funding. The town was in a bind a while back, and that so-and-so, Captain Madison, saw an opportunity. She lent us the cash we needed, but now we're up a creek paying the interest. Things like social programs, waste management, and town maintenance are all on the back burner.
I like that woman less every minute.
You need
La verdad es que sí. La mujer esa es odiosa. La capitana Madison. La mansión apenas ha cambiado.
Well, the mansion hasn't changed much. Elaine's style is still everywhere. Even the books are hers.
They're my books now, as you well know.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
Vale, pues entonces esto ya está. La autobiografía de John Lani.
Note to the reader. No disguised secrets are revealed in this book.
Vale. Y, mira, ¿y este? ¿Me lo
Can I borrow a
dejarán?
book?
Uy,
You've got a lot of nerve asking that. You never brought back the last book you borrowed. I had to buy another copy. You never even apologized.
¿y si me disculpa ahora?
I'll pay for it.
I don't need your money.
The blurb says it's a solid if somewhat predictable story about a roguish pirate and a doomed romance with a woman of station. Can I borrow a book?
You never brought back the last
Claro,
book.
y
You
tampoco me
never even
deja... ¿Se le pido
I'm
disculpas?
sorry.
Yeah, I'm hearing the words, but I need more than...
Necesito algo más. Y claro, decirle que se me olvidó por completo no creo que sea suficiente.
You never brought back the last book. You never even...
I totally forgot.
Of course.
Piensa como una vaca. Vale, pues hay que buscar algo que quiera. Mira cómo se mueve el barquito.
I've always thought this looked like my old ship, the Sea Monkey. Ugh, looks like Carla wasn't too keen on getting her portrait done.
Lo que no sabemos es qué puede querer.
I like your stuffed, guess it's a dog?
Please, take that and throw it away. It was a gift from the Earl of Thickwater, who is a contemptible pig.
¿Me lo puedo llevar? Pues me lo llevo.
It's a lot of work being governor.
Paseo por la casa. ¿Me
Stay
dejará?
out of my bedroom,
No quiere.
Threepwood. Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood.
No, no quiere. Vale, y si hablo a ver si me dice qué quiere a cambio del libro.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is
No.
nice, but I'm busy.
Pues nada, mira, aquí hay algo que no lo haya visto. Otra tarjeta del trivial. Podemos intentar hacerla a ver si soy capaz de responder la pregunta. Ay, mira, estrujar
It's soft
peluche.
and extra fuzzy.
Vale, este es el libro del trivial. Sí. En el parque hay... Había un pozo. Creo que son todas las correctas. Sí, sí, sí. Listo. Esta pregunta era del inicio del juego, o sea que hay que prestar atención bastante a los detalles. A lo mejor luego nos preguntan algo raro. A ver. Vamos a la senda. Calle Mayor, Parque de Lechuck, puesto vigía, astillero.
Wow, that's worse than I imagined. The assets of this establishment have been seized to settle a class action lawsuit. Have a nice day. It says, Tan's previously owned vessels. So sad. Stan's used to be the best place to buy used ships.
Mira, aquí hay algo más
It's a
extraña.
dried up old sea sponge.
¿Y me la puedo llevar? Sí.
Looks like the only available ship on the island right now is Lechuck's.
Y un
Stan
cubo.
used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out now.
¿Y no me puedo llevar el cubo?
Stan used this to clean
No.
his ships. It's all rusted out now. Looks like the only available ship on the island right now is Lechuck's.
Vale, pues imagino que aquí ya está.
I remember when these torches lit up Stan's previously owned vessels like a carnival. It always looks bigger on this side of the island.
Está súper guay.
This used to be such a bright, cheery place. It says, Tan's previously owned vessels.
Vamos a volver al camino entonces. Y creo que solo nos quedan los muelles y poco más y luego ya volver a hablar con la gente. Le barco.
How clever.
Hombre, Le Ship está guay. Ofertas de trabajo.
Expedition to fabled Monkey Island. Crew positions available. Serve under Lechuck, the most fearsome pirate on the 8 seas. Equal opportunity employer. Inquire here.
Looking for a job? Step this way.
The clipboard in your hand says you're the quartermaster.
The crew says I'm the quartermaster. Clipboard doesn't get a vote. You look like a guy without many options. You want a job? I'm short a swabby. LeChuck's an equal opportunity employer. Even humans are mostly tolerated.
Tolera casi todos los humanos. ¿Tienes algo de mayor categoría?
Have you got anything more senior?
Well, I need a second mate, a bosun, a ship's surgeon, and a gunner. Do you think you're qualified for any of those?
A ver, yo creo que podría ser... A ver, cirujano... Cirujano creo que no. Me veo como contramaestre.
I'd make a great bosun.
Exactly what qualifications have you got for that?
I can
¿Las
hold my breath
inventadas
for 10
cuentan?
minutes. Okay, maybe 8.
Don't waste my time, okay?
¿Y segundo
I could
oficial?
be second mate.
Do you honestly have any idea what a second mate
La
does?
verdad es que no.
Goes to store openings and funerals and waits for the first mate to be incapacitated.
I thought so.
¿Cirujano del barco?
How about ship surgeon?
I assume you have some kind of medical degree.
Is that a definite requirement?
Sorry.
Digo yo, si están todos muertos, ¿por qué quieren un cirujano?
I could be the gunner. Oh, I'd be great at that. Boom, boom.
You look a little scrawny. What do you bench?
Bench? No problem. I sat on one for 12 hours once. I can take it.
I have a lot to do today.
Venga, grumetillo.
Maybe Swabby's not so bad after all.
The only requirement is that you bring your own mop. If you've got a mop, the job is... Hey, wait a minute. What's your name, sailor?
Me llamo... Smith, John Smith.
Smith. John Smith.
Uh-huh. LeChuck gave me a blacklist and you're on it. In fact, you are the blacklist. I'm sorry.
¿Sabe que soy yo?
Can't hire you. You're obviously Guybrush Threepwood.
No ha colado.
Well, that's a slight hitch.
I'm
No ha colado.
confused. Didn't you say you were gonna get your own ship?
Yes, but then suddenly I thought, why bother? I wanted a ship and a crew. Here was a ship and a crew. Ripe for the taking. All I had to do was get on board, wait for the right moment, and strike.
Strike?
Mutiny the crew, seize the ship. Be a pirate.
Except they wouldn't hire you because they knew who you were.
Yeah, that was a problem. Also, I needed a mop.
Vale, pues necesitamos una fregona.
I hope this isn't one of those party cruises.
Mira, otra tarjeta del trivial. A ver si sabemos hacerla. ¿Qué especie marina no se halla en la pescadería de Mêlée? ¡Ostras! Es que no hemos estado en la pescadería. Y no recuerdo la pescadería de Mêlée. Ahora vamos a responder más adelante. Lo que sí voy a hacer es guardar, porque no sé si tiene guardado automático. Sí que tiene, vale. Pues igualmente guardo en otra ranura.
No parking of demonic, ghostly, or undead vessels or scooters. Tuesdays 3 to 4. Looks like this is going to be a long journey. No parking of demonic, ghostly, or undead vessels or scooters. Tuesdays 3 to 4.
Al barco no podemos entrar porque no tenemos la fregona. Pero quizás sí podemos...
Wally in such a hurry? He wouldn't sell us out to Madison, would he?
I believe he needed to relieve the pressure upon him in a different way.
¿Ah? Vale. Han hablado de Wally, ese que tiene que estar por la isla seguro. Quiero ver si puedo ir a la cocina.
Guybrush Threepwood, as I live and breathe. How have you been?
De maravilla.
Peachy.
How's Elaine? She was always my favorite governor. Also, she covered your tab when you stopped coming in.
Metí la pata en nuestro aniversario.
Yeah, I screwed up our anniversary.
Forgot the date?
Remembered the date. Forgot an important allergy. She's fully recovered.
Well, tell her I say hello.
¿Sabes dónde puedo comprar una fregona?
Do you know where I can buy a mop?
Buy? You don't want to buy a mop.
I think I do.
The mop is the formal tool of a cook. Not as clumsy or random as a dish rag. An elegant tool for a more civilized cleaning. You cannot hope to succeed with the mop of another.
I can't?
You must construct your own. A single perfect instrument that you will keep and use for a
No está tan mal
lifetime.
como pensaba que iba a estar la fregona. También te lo digo.
Once you build it, the mop will become your constant companion, your tool, and a ready means of defense against spills of all kinds.
Build it?
The wood is the heart of the handle. The heart.
Te lo cuentan todo súper épico como si fuera una espada.
You are one.
Not helpful so far.
You must find a particular tree. A tree uniquely suited to the handles of mops. Carve your handle from a limb of that tree. Any questions?
¿Cómo encuentro el árbol de palos de fregona?
How do I find the mop handle tree?
I can't tell you exactly where it is, because this is your own personal journey.
¿Qué hay de la cabeza de la fregona?
What about the head of the mop?
Oh, you have to have one, of course, but pretty much anything will do. It's mostly about the handle.
Y seguro que... Claro, no me va a dejar comprarla, así que ya está.
Okay, I guess I'll do
Tenemos
it.
que encontrar el árbol.
What's wrong?
You gave the story the wrong title. It should be called Mop Quest. When do we get to the piratey parts?
Well, even the coolest professions involve more mopping up than you would think. It seemed crazy to me at the time too, but don't forget, it was all so I could board a ship, take command, and sail to Monkey Island. But first, I had to make a mop.
Vale, no me puedo escapar. Oh, gusanos.
Active little guys, aren't they?
No me voy a poder escapar con ella, ¿o sí? A ver, somos piratas, nos podemos mangar la fregona. ¿Pero por qué hay tantos gusanos aquí?
Or garnishes.
A good cook sources local supplies when he can.
¡Ay, mira!
The plaque says, in memory of looming seagulls of old.
Y no me la puedo llevar, ¿no?
I think someone tried to secure a boat with this.
Vale, mira, aquí hay cordel que a lo mejor me puede servir para la fregona luego. A ver, tenemos una esponja que podría servirnos como muy malo para fabricar nuestra propia fregona. Desenredar el cordel. No hay forma. Vale. Y el cocinero simplemente me va a ofrecer lo que ya sabemos. Necesitamos un cocinero para el barco en todo caso, ¿no?
No, I don't think you did. That's exciting. So you'll be hiring a ship at the docks?
I'm going to steal Lechuck's.
Bold. I like your thinking.
Creo que digo al inspector de sanidad.
I think I hear the health inspector.
What? Where?
Just kidding. That joke never gets old.
Vale, pues nos sirve, o a lo mejor más adelante, para llevarnos la fregona.
Those new pirate leaders seem like real jerks. Why do you even let them in the bar?
Well, they've driven off my old regulars, so I don't have a lot of choice if I want to stay in business. Also, if I tried to get them to leave, they'd probably cut me up and throw me in the soup. Frankly, I'm terrified of them. On the plus side, they have more disposable income and better hygiene than the old crowd.
Vale, pues entonces vamos a seguir buscando fregonas.
It's amazing what you can achieve if you put your mind to it. And you have a packet of stick-on stars.
¿Has visto que las pegatinas se salen del certificado de sanidad?
The food is more exciting when you can smell the risk.
Vale, creo que no me puedo llevar nada. ¿Será un pariente?
Looks like a mugshot.
No. Vale, pues nos vamos de aquí. No creo que estos jefes pirata me vayan a ayudar mucho más. Este señor no estaba antes.
Hi, Cobb. Hard to believe after all these years you're still here.
Mira el cartelito.
Declared a historical landmark.
Dice, cuéntame algo sobre Loom.
Tell me about Loom.
Oh, I'm so sick of pirates asking me about Loom. Get lost.
¿Y por qué no te quitas la chapa de pregúntame por Loom?
Then why don't you take off the Ask Me About Loom button?
My grog-riddled body has fused with it. I'm more button than
¿En
man
serio?
at this point.
Vale, pues venga, por los viejos tiempos cuéntame algo, ¿no?
Oh, come on. Tell me about Loom. For old time's sake.
Beat it.
Que te largues. Dilo.
Say it.
No.
Say it.
Fine. You mean the latest masterpiece of fantasy storytelling from Lucasfilm's Brian Moriarty? Why, it's an extraordinary adventure with an interface of magic. Stunning, high-resolution 3D landscapes, sophisticated score, and musical effects. Not to mention the detailed animation and special effects, elegant point-and-click control of characters, objects, and magic spells. Beat the rush. Go out and buy Loom today.
Yes.
Now get lost.
Y ahí está el trofeo. Por los fans se llama. Vale, este sitio no se parece a como yo lo recuerdo.
The place does seem different from what I remember.
It's this new, younger generation of pirate leaders. Oh, they're highfalutin dark magic. Look at us. We're so much better than you because we don't drink grog before getting married. These kids today are all about sacking and pillaging. They've got no heart.
No creo que se venga.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island. Wanna come?
I heard the secret is just some marketing gimmick Stan thought up. That only the gullible and naive would go looking for it.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah, yeah.
Sé que no estamos avanzando mucho. Pero bueno, estamos disfrutando de y exprimiendo el juego.
Good for you.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
Don't sound much like pirating.
Vale, pues ellos todavía nanay. Y te hablo con ellos.
Sure I can't persuade you to back my expedition to Monkey Island?
Let's pretend I was really considering this. What sort of pirate qualifications have you got, exactly?
Completé las 3 pruebas, derroté al pirata fantasma Lechuck, resuelvo muchos puzzles gracias a mi ingenio. Tengo un gran sentido del humor y me gusta pasear por la playa. Hombre, siempre los 10 minutos.
I can hold my breath for 10 minutes.
10 minutes? Really?
Well, it's been a while, but I could probably still do 10 minutes on a good day.
Well, I was a director of combat operations for the British Navy, and I've written 2 books on ship-to-ship tactics.
I'm a founding member and co-director of the Red Fleet and hold records for civilian casualties from San Domingo to Venezuela.
I'm an expert in 17 forms of hand-to-hand combat, 3 of which
Madre
I
mía,
invented.
todos tienen
I
mejores
served
cosas
with
que yo.
Bellamy, Teach, and Roberts before they each met an untimely end that I might have had nothing to do with.
Just so you know, this is the kind of resume we expect.
Oh.
Mirad. Ah, mira, si le doy al espacio se pone en pausa. Lo digo por tenerlo en cuenta para próximas veces. Vale, pues seguimos.
Ooh, the name seems to fit even better than it used to.
Vale, nos siguen faltando cositas por hacer.
Honoring Mêlée Island's 27th governor, Carla the Swordmaster, for her heroic actions at Santa Catalina. It doesn't look finished.
¿Cómo va el jueguín? Pues me está gustando un montón. Tiene un montón de referencias a los otros juegos, detallitos. Y el nuevo diseño le sienta súper bien. Mira, Wally ya ha vuelto.
Hey, Wally!
Well, 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 look what the surf washed ashore. It's Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice to see you again too, Wally. Whatever your last name is.
I spent years in therapy getting over being burned, blinded, blown up, abandoned and marooned because of you.
Yeah, good times, huh?
You're lucky I'm past all that and am running the best map shop within the Caribbean and beyond.
¿No tendrás un mapa del secreto de Monkey Island? Estoy buscando un árbol con el que hacer una estúpida fregona. Sí. A ver.
I'm looking for a tree to make a stupid mop from. Have you got a map for that?
So the cook has sent you on one of his spiritual journeys? Been a while since I made one of those mop tree maps. What kind of tree is it again?
I don't know. A wood one?
That's okay. Just bring me a sliver of the wood and I can work it out from there. I'm that good.
Claro, la astilla la podríamos conseguir de la fregona que hay en la cocina.
You wouldn't happen to have a map to the secret of Monkey Island.
Funny you should ask. I recently made one on commission, but then they destroyed all my source material. It is the only one in existence. Best of luck to you.
Vale, parece que el tienda de enfrente está en
Looks like the
apuros.
shop across the way is in trouble.
The high-stakes, ego-driven world of pirating is changing, and dark magic is taking over. Voodoo magic is fun and all, but it's not what the new generation wants. Me? I'm on the bleeding edge and making a bundle. I'm about to franchise.
Una franquicia. El pueblo parece irse a pique.
The town seems to be pretty run down.
Since Captain Madison made Mêlée her base of operations, people have been complaining.
Hay que echar a la
They say she brings
madisonesa.
a bad element to town, but that bad element spends a lot of money on maps.
No sé cómo, pero hay que
So,
conseguirlo.
what am I supposed to do?
Do what's right?
I am. I'm doing what's right for Wally.
You have a lot of maps in here.
We've got so many, you need a map to find them all. A little cartographer
Humor de
humor.
cartógrafos.
Yeah, I'd forgotten how funny it was.
Vale, pues entonces
Bye.
ya está. Necesitamos la astilla. Ah, mira. Por
They're
el
like
monóculo,
glasses, only way less convenient.
si me lo da.
Oh, look behind you, a three-headed monkey.
Oh, please take one. I use them to promote my business. See, it says
Se ha dado cuenta.
maps and more on the edge.
Thanks.
Vale, ya se ha dado cuenta. Con eso podemos mirar lo de la cerradura, que lo teníamos
Wally,
pendiente.
can I have one of these maps?
Absolutely. If you pay for it.
Never mind.
Vale.
It's a map on a fan. What'll they think of next? I had a map like this once, but I sailed left. It's maps wrapped in maps. I didn't know you could do that. Hey, Wally, what's with the window ladder?
Exacto, porque hay...
To keep an eye on the neighbors.
Ah, pero no llega. Digo, claro. Bueno, a lo mejor se sienta en la escalera.
Hey, Wally, what's in these boxes?
Maps.
Vale. En principio no creo que haya nada más que me interese, parece a mí.
Overpriced. I try to steer clear of sea monsters myself. Good old mazes. Can't get enough mazes.
Pero como no sé qué puede ser, pues yo lo inspecciono todo y ya está.
What's this a map of?
The secret movements and activities of my competitors.
That sounds reasonable.
Hay un montón de mapas, sí que sí, ¿eh?
It's a long, small map of somewhere far, far away.
Y además, como siempre digo, si está ahí, pues lo vemos.
Traded it in for a new model just because it's been around the block once or twice. I feel very strongly about that for some reason.
Que ha habido alguien que se ha molestado en dibujar esto y luego programarle la interacción.
I didn't know you made globes too.
I don't. This is for reference. It's got all the latest continents.
¿Qué más tenemos?
Ooh, those look fancy.
The finest tools to make the finest maps.
Vale, pues en principio yo creo que ya estaría todo, ¿no? El abanico, el mapa...
This must be Trouser Island.
Actually, Mr. Threepwood, it's...
Yep, Trouser Island.
La isla calzoncillos.
The first rule of piracy is never
Oh,
buy
mira,
a
aquí
used
hay una rosa de
treasure.
los vientos.
It looks expensive. And shiny. I like shiny.
Vale, pues parece que no hay nada que me pueda llevar, pero como ya tenemos el monóculo, iremos a la cárcel. Pero antes, como ya ha vuelto, a lo mejor nos podemos llevar algo.
Green, half off. Blue, half off. Yellow, half of half off. Orange, aren't you glad you're here?
¿Eres tú mi media naranja?
The curtains are for sale too?
Everything goes. They'd make a great dress.
Caja
It's an
recia.
unusual safe with 5 keyholes.
Alas, the safe is not for sale.
A crystal. Yeah, this isn't that kind of game. Keep up the good work, buddy. It's a creepy shrunken
Y todavía
head
no
with
hemos visto a
long,
Murray.
stringy hair. I didn't know these were a voodoo thing.
They're not. But the tourists like them.
This is a neat symbol. What does it mean?
That used to contain magical disguises. But alas, they have all gone.
Yeah, it's too bad you're sold out. A magic disguise seems really useful.
There's always the famous eye patch of John Laney at the museum. I'm sure the magic has worn off by now, but I believe I could restore its abilities.
Hola, Frankie, muy buenas.
Pointy.
It is a non-magical ceremonial knife. Very sharp indeed.
What's this thing?
It's a forgiveness frog. When no apology will do, give the forgiveness frog. It's like a card, only much better because it's a frog.
I've never heard of that before. Are you sure it's real voodoo?
No comment. It works. Trust me.
Pues... la verdad es que quiero muchas cosas. El cuchillo lo quiero.
Oh, I'd like this knife.
An excellent choice.
Pero no tengo dinero.
I need you to verbally agree to a release of liability.
Okay.
This product is not to be used in the commission of any crime, including vandalism, jailbreak, and theft of ancient priceless artifacts.
No problem.
Threatening, frightening, stabbing, shaving, or manicuring yourself or another person are likewise considered outside the scope of acceptable use.
Oh, okay, I guess.
The product is not balanced for throwing. Throwing the product violates
Vamos,
these
el
terms
cuchillo
and
sirve
will
para lo que sirve.
invalidate the warranty.
Para el ritual y ya.
Whittling, scrimshaw,
Porque no me deja usar nada con él.
juggling, and any tricks involving stacking or
Pero ni usar ni
balancing
hacer
the
nada.
product may cause serious injury and should not be attempted by unlicensed persons.
Uh-huh.
Use with breads, spread,
Pero que sigue, ¿eh?
bedspreads, or thread may damage the product. If damaged, the product should not be used. Product is sharp and should not be carried in a pocket, coat, belt, hatband,
Chiquillo,
handbag,
¿cuántos
shoulder
peros?
holster, or sheath. At all times,
Que sigue.
keep the product away from children, pets, the aged or infirm, clowns, pirates, and adults. Where possible, it should be locked securely in a vault. The manufacturer accepts no responsibility for the consequences of any use or misuse of this product. By verbally assenting to these terms, purchaser hereby assumes all liability, past, present, and future, throughout this and all possible and impossible universes.
Oh,
Vale.
is this where I say
¿Y
yes?
ahora?
Yes.
Me toca decir sí.
Is there anything I am allowed to do with it?
I am not able to answer that question, as it could create a liability issue.
Vamos, el vudú ya. Vale, me puedo llevar también la rana.
I'll take this forgiveness frog.
Espero que no me suelte un rollo tan largo.
Forgive even very old
Hasta ofensas muy antiguas. Vale, ya sé qué hacer con eso. Con eso conseguimos el libro. Vale.
Next time I'm in a drum circle, this would come in handy. An empty basket. I should have gotten here last month. Too bad it's empty.
Me llevo la
I'll take this
cabeza.
disgusting shrunken head.
That's my last one. Quite the bargain.
Not very practical. It says everything must go, but it says it with everything spilled out of it in a puddle. Not for me.
Vale, creo que no me puedo llevar nada más, ¿no? Porque si no saldría el botón derecho, que es el de recoger cositas.
All my merchandise is top shelf.
Can't you at least wait until I say what I'm thinking? It's creepy.
A ver si nos cuenta algo más. En tu cartel pone que vas a cerrar el
Your
negocio.
sign says you're going out of business. Or is this one of those not really going out of business sales?
There is a new dark magic on the rise in the Caribbean. It has many adherents, particularly among the young. There is little demand for my talents or my wares. Business is terrible, and there are other factors. Captain Madison desires this location. That it belongs to me will be of little help against her financial and political powers.
Whoa, back up. Dark magic, you said?
I did.
How does dark magic work?
Runes, chemicals, the power of secrets. I am no expert. It's too sterile for my tastes. I like things messy and theatrical.
La magia negra es potente.
Is dark magic powerful?
Powerful, yes, it can be. But dangerous. If the badger chews his own tail, soon there is no more badger.
You like that metaphor a lot, don't you?
It has many uses.
¿Puedo llegar a Monkey Island con magia
Can
negra?
dark magic get me to Monkey Island?
No.
Nuts.
¿Y dónde puedo conseguir magia
Where
negra?
can I get my hands on some dark magic?
Dark magic is not your path, Guybrush Threepwood.
¿Sabes algo más sobre el tal John Laney y su parche del ojo?
Do you know more about this John Laney guy with the eye patch?
Captain
Laney.
John Laney was renowned as the pirate of 1,000 faces. It was said that he could fool his best friend with nothing more than an eye patch. That legend is true, but only because the eye patch he used was filled with much voodoo magic. The eye patch still exists. It is on display at the Museum of Pirate Lore here on Mêlée Island. If an enterprising person
Lo necesitamos
such as
para
yourself
colarnos en la
were
tripulación.
to liberate it and bring it here, I could most likely get it working again.
Got it. Thanks.
Así que... ¿puedes usar tus talentos para decirme cómo está Elaine?
Can you use your talents to tell me how Elaine is right now?
She is always close. no matter the distance.
Do your answers ever make sense?
There are no answers, only questions that are finished.
¿Y qué os está pareciendo a vosotros lo que habéis visto de juego hasta ahora?
Is this the year when you finally tell me your name? It's become almost a running gag between us. But it's awkward, like when your glass is empty but you keep trying to drink out of it over and over.
It is Corina.
Oh, okay. Karina. Nice. Somehow it was more exciting before I knew that.
That is true of many things.
Me habría gustado, ahora que ya sabemos su nombre, que nos hubiera puesto en vez de hechicera vudú Corina.
Are you able to see what Lechuck is up to?
Your goals and the goals of Lechuck are aligned, as always. But his intentions are darker. He would use the secret to do terrible things.
Darker? What's that supposed to mean?
Lechuck must not acquire the secret.
No argument there.
¿Tienes otros consejos de información mística para mí?
Got any other mystical advice or information for me? Stock tips or something?
No.
Vale. Voy a mirar el libro de tareas. Vale. Exacto. Necesitamos el parche para este. Para fabricar la fregona necesitamos una astilla. Y poca cosita más. Bueno, imagino que algo influirá lo de sacar a los amiguis de la cárcel, de alguna manera. Bonito, aunque los diálogos no sé, creo que le falta un puntillo. No sé si influirá la traducción.
Just thought I'd pop in and let you know. Preparations to set sail are almost done.
You have all the supplies for the spell to get to Monkey Island?
Check. Squid ink, chickens, brimstone, cinnamon, monkey blood, mint, and an annoying skull.
Well done. Mark yourself down for one less lashing this voyage.
Funny story. Guybrush Threepwood tried to sign on to the crew.
Threepwood? He must be looking for the secret, too. That guy steals all my best ideas. Have him killed. Wait, let him live. I want him to see me sail off for Monkey Island knowing the secret is lost to him forever.
Lo de largo coincido. Creo que la mayoría tiene diálogos muy largos.
Is searching for this mythical secret of Monkey Island a good idea? Shouldn't we be out terrorizing the high seas, instilling fear, creating mayhem, being more on brand for LeChuck?
I've had enough of you questioning my orders. Finish loading the ship, and whatever you do, don't let Threepwood on board.
Very well.
Claro, el viejo bazar no me dejan entrar porque, claro, se cerró. Así que nada, vamos a la cárcel a usar el monóculo.
Hey, Guybrush! Hey, kid!
A ver.
You look like you're having...
I can read the serial number. I'll write it down so I don't forget.
Vale, anotado.
It says jail rules. 1. No escaping.
They say the only real
Vale,
prison
por
is
si
the
acaso
one in
vamos a
your
apuntar
head.
este también.
But take it from me.
Most of this serial number has been rubbed off.
Vale, pues este no se puede. No podemos sacar stand sí o sí. Así que nada, vamos a hablar con la chica de las cerraduras. Con la cerrajera.
Welcome back.
Hello. Hello again. Tell me again about how to have
Ay,
cheese
no,
made.
bueno, que quiero...
You bring me the cereal. It's pretty...
Vale,
I think
espérate.
I'll browse around a bit.
A lo mejor lo tengo en el inventario, ¿verdad? El número. Sí, es este.
This is the number for the jail cell lock. Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Sure. Good choice on the lock. These are really sturdy. It's the same kind they use over at the jail.
Ooh, wow.
Y yo te
What
contara.
coincidence. I had no idea.
¿Me la das así tal cual sin cobrarme? Cosa más rara.
Hey, Guybrush! Hey, kid! Word of advice, kid. Stick to the narrow straights.
Un nuevo
For this,
logro
the
desbloqueado.
authorities have reconsidered your case and decided that you should go free.
I'm very grateful to the authorities and will not mention their name should any awkward questions be asked. Good luck, Stan. I hope you get acquitted.
Oh, it's in the bag, friend, but thanks.
I'll stay on this side of the bars, just in case.
Y están... Ya dijimos que no me ofrecía nada nuevo. ¿Seguro entonces que no?
Are you sure you don't want me to break you out?
115%.
No quiere, me vuelve a hacer el mismo diálogo de antes.
I've been to the shipyard. Your office is all boarded up, with your toothbrush sealed inside, presumably.
Well, don't worry yourself about it then, son. I found a dead centipede in the corner that
Oh.
should do until they let me out.
Es verdad que me pidió el cepillo de dientes, que no estaba.
What exactly?
I gave them. Now, naturally, people don't always. Sometimes
Sí, me
it
hizo el
takes a
mismo
man
diálogo,
with a
creo.
talent like mine, and sometimes people who are jealous of that sort. They use hurtful words like, "But it's all just marketing, son." As natural as the rocks and the trees and the Mêlée Island flounder birds, and that's why I'm not worried. I'm awaiting final judgment of the court, but I'm certain I'll be acquitted. They don't hang people for marketing.
¿No tenías un bufete o algo así?
Didn't you used to have a law practice or something?
Used to, but I was disbarred for what we former law practitioners call moral turpitude.
Is that a real word?
More or less. It's one of those handy catch-all words that you can use whenever you want because it doesn't mean anything specific.
Pues ya
See
está.
you later.
Yep.
Digo, voy a seguir hablando por si acaso
Jail
me
is
salta
like a
algún logro
bad
porque son un
I
poco
don't
así
remember this place
desconocidos.
being so leaky.
Y creo que en la cárcel no veo nada más. Vale, entonces quizá lo suyo sería ir aquí para conseguir el libro. Porque me había dicho que con la rana podíamos pedirle perdón.
This is for you.
You're giving me a frog?
It's a forgiveness frog, for when words aren't enough.
You haven't even bothered to write anything personal on this frog. That's just rude. I reject your frog.
No. No es tan fácil. Ah, pero yo no recogí ya la tarjeta de trivial esa. Juraría que sí. ¿Será otra? ¿Una nueva? ¿Quién es el experto local sobre Loom? Cop. Ahí está. Me faltaba una por responder. ¿Dónde está? Ah, este. ¿De qué especie marina nos halla la pescadería de Mêlée? Que esto todavía no lo sé. Si me lo han dicho la respuesta, no la sé. Pues ya hay que tener cuidado porque en el mismo escenario puede haber más de una tarjeta. Podemos hacer mientras otra cosa. Que qué tiempo que no volvemos.
Hi again. Oh, those new pirate leaders are real jerks. They laughed at me, and they won't fund my expedition. Why didn't you warn me?
Would you have listened?
Of course. Okay, no, probably not. Hi there, little guy. I'm thinking about going on Lechuck's expedition after all.
I'm glad to hear you.
He doesn't want me on.
These Shakespeare.
Y peor nada. Y bajo otra vez a hacer los muelles. Volvemos a estar aquí.
Re-elect Governor Carla. She's keen on bluntness.
Fanática de la contundencia. Vale, es fanática de la contundencia. Eso no sé si lo elegí antes. Oh!
Hi.
Are you my waiter? I want the excellent dish I had at the governor's mansion last week. I don't know what it's called, but it was sort of, you know, a hot food.
Yeah, but I'm not...
It had ingredients in it or something.
I'm not your waiter.
I already told your incompetent cook this, but he still hasn't brought me my dinner.
I don't work here. I'm not
No
a waiter.
trabajo aquí, no soy camarero. Que no me cree, ¿eh?
Right away, sir.
Vela elegante.
Waiter, I can't understand why this is taking so long. Just bring me what the governor served me last week.
Of course, sir. Sorry for the delay. Hi, Cobb.
You again. I know you.
Ahora ya no tiene más diálogos para mí.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice and hot. Wonder how long I could stand here before bursting into flames.
En principio no hay nada más. Necesito la astilla, eso es cierto.
Tasted your stew. Or you did.
Worse. Marlin is here.
Who?
The customer I have
el que está
nightmares
fuera.
about. He's the only importer of yak fat on the island, so I need to keep him happy, but he makes that impossible. Today he wants me to make him a dish that he ate last week at some kind of event at the governor's mansion. But of course he doesn't remember what it's called or know what's in it or even remember what color it was. He says he thinks it has ingredients in it. I don't have the slightest idea what to make.
If I brought you a recipe, could you make it?
Of course. I'm a cook. See the hat?
Vale, si le digo mira detrás de ti, ¿podré coger la astilla?
Oh, look behind you, a three-headed monkey.
I do know a great stew recipe for monkey heads, but I can't think about
No
that
cuela.
right now.
¿Cómo consigo yo la astilla?
Oh, where did he say he had the dish he wants you to make?
Sí, se lo comió con la gobernadora, si esto lo sabemos.
Can I ask you again about them?
Sure.
Nada.
Never mind.
Aquí. No, eso es escabullirme con la
Stay away from
fregona.
my mop.
Well, it's definitely a mop.
Vale, ¿cómo consigo yo una astilla del árbol?
Warning. The dark forest ahead is deadly and twisty. Maps are highly recommended.
Recomiendo ir con mapa, pues... No tengo mapas. ¿Nos perdemos en el bosque? Ya lo loco.
A classic specimen of Alata needleus, a carnivorous vascular dicot known for its tasteful coloration, slight wiggle, and loads of tiny, sharp teeth.
Y hay otra. Serpientuchis.
I'm hopelessly lost without a map.
A ver, mira, aquí había unas setas. Ah, y aquí también, unas flores.
Ah. Ooh, purple flowers. These must be catmint, or wisteria, or I'm hopelessly lost without a map.
Necesitamos el mapa. Que imagino que es para conseguir luego
Oh, I used to love these when I was 6.
lo del árbol, quizá.
Oh, I used to love these when I was... Museum of Pirate Lore. I used to love these when I was 6. Until I got trapped in one for 2
Mira, aquí
days.
vivía Carla.
I think they're illegal now.
Hi there.
Así que a lo mejor aquí encontramos más
Welcome
información,
to the
¿no?
Mêlée Island Museum of Pirate Lore. I'm Conrad, the curator and docent here. I also edit the Pirate Times newsletter. Here, take my business card.
Thanks?
The museum showcases the largest collection of pirate memorabilia in the Caribbean. Or on Mêlée Island at the very least. The provenance of each item has been very carefully researched and fact-checked by myself and my team. Feel free to explore. And if you have any questions, just ask.
Vale.
What was this cinder you've got on the wall?
Oh, that. Yeah, that was an unsent love letter written by
Oh.
Elaine Marley while she was governor of the island.
What? Elaine?
The recipient was referred to only as Plunder Bunny.
That's me!
It was a really touching letter. Unfortunately, I put the candle too close to it.
What did it say? Tell me what she said.
Oh, you know, love letter stuff. Honestly, I don't remember a word of
Era
it,
emotiva.
but it was touching.
Thanks a lot. Actually, I think I'd rather not hear about that again. It's a working parrot. I shouldn't bother it. That is a really big parrot. Wonder how many hands it's eaten. What do you feed it?
Thieves.
¿El loro lleva gafas?
Good to know. What's the story with the wanted poster?
That is the earliest known wanted poster for Captain Kate Capsize. You can tell how notorious she was by the huge number of crimes listed there. Very impressive. I got it from a collector on Fat Island.
Those are my own crimes, actually. I was pretty much public enemy #1 on Fat Island at the time. I stuck Kate's picture on there so she
Me
could
encanta el cartel de stripper del juego. De stripper del juego.
Nobody's that clueless in real life.
You don't believe me?
It's not a question of belief.
Never mind. It's not important.
Vale, aquí está el parche, imagino.
What can you tell me about this eye patch?
That's the pride of the collection. It belonged to Captain
Habrá
John
que intentar
Laney,
robarlo.
pirate of 1,000 faces. Supposedly, it had voodoo powers that would disguise him. I tried it on though, and nothing happened.
Vale, vamos a inspeccionar la cerradura con el monóculo.
Well, the numbers are a little clearer, but still too tiny to read.
Vale, con esto podemos fabricar la nueva llave.
Eye patch worn by Captain John Laney, the pirate of 1,000 faces. What's this melted lump of metal?
It used to be a mug. It was melted by some kind of acid. It was found
mi
in
jarra.
Mêlée jail many years ago, after an incident where like 20 pirates escaped.
Hey, I did that. I had to keep pouring the grog from mug to mug because it was melting them. I had an armload of mugs and I juggled them all the way from the scum bar to the jail. Also, I could get Otis to join my crew. Not my greatest decision in retrospect.
That's a pretty wild story.
I'm telling you the truth.
I'm sure you are, but it just doesn't quite square with the official record. So it's hard
No
to
me creen.
substantiate.
Substantiate? You've got an eyewitness.
Eyewitnesses are notoriously inaccurate. Human memory is plastic and suggestible.
Not yours, apparently.
No, of course not. I deal in facts.
Vale, a ver qué más tenemos.
That map looks familiar.
That's 1/4 of the original map to the treasure of Big Whoop. I got it from the cartographer on Low Street. Apparently, he was somehow involved in the search for Big Whoop.
About all Wally managed to do was get kidnapped by Lechuck's henchmen.
That's not the way he tells it.
I'm just trying to help.
Thanks. I've got it under control.
Es la nota que dejó Lechuck cuando raptó a Elaine. A ver.
How on earth do you have that note?
Oh yeah, that's very interesting. That was found tucked inside of a book at the Fat Island Library. It's the actual note left by the ghost pirate Lechuck when he kidnapped Governor Marley.
I know what it is. The lookout handed it to me just before I finished my 3 trials. I was crushed, but undaunted. I gathered a crew and I sailed to Monkey Island to save her. Not that she needed it, as it turned out.
Wow, man, you're really into this. I've got a role-playing group on Thursday nights.
This is absurd. It's like this whole wall is stuff from my personal adventures, but somehow I'm not even mentioned in your stories.
That's
¿Es
what's
verdad?
so great about this museum.
No sale su
Everyone
nombre.
makes their own connections with the exhibits, and it's highly personal and different for everyone.
That's not what I'm trying to say at all.
That's okay. You don't need to say anything. Just listen to what the exhibits tell you.
Fine.
Necesitamos un poquito más de información. Comida para loros. Cogemos, ¿no?
It's cracker mix. Some assembly required.
La llevo. Y en principio no parece que haya nada más. Quizás sí podemos hacer que el loro hable. No sé si también nos interesa que hable el loro de la cerrajería. ¿Tienen mapas del bosque?
Do you have maps of the forest here?
No, that's not really what we do. Try the map shop in town?
Veo que llevas una pata de palo pese a conservar ambas piernas.
Right, so you wear a peg leg despite having both of your original legs.
Just part of the docent's outfit for the tourists. Kids always want to try it on.
That's charming and creepy at the same time.
This is a museum for people who think attacking ships and murdering the crew for profit sounds fun.
Touché.
Tu museo es pintoresco.
Your museum is quaint.
Thanks. It's been a personal passion of mine. I'm nuts about old-timey pirate stuff.
Old-timey?
Being around it really makes you feel like you're a part of something. Doesn't it?
No sé si a lo mejor quiere algo a cambio del parche. No creo.
Are any of these things valuable?
The security parrot isn't just here to look piratey. John
Ah,
Lane's
loro de
eye patch
seguridad.
is irreplaceable. It's
Vale,
the
vale,
highlight
vale.
of the collection. Amazingly,
Lo que me
I got it
temía.
at a yard sale. They didn't know what they had.
Háblame de tu
Tell me
boletín.
about that newsletter of yours.
The Pirate Times. We publish
Heraldo
pirate
Pirata.
news, pirate stories, pirate poetry, all things piratey, really.
I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
No kidding? Wow! Are you named after Guybrush Threepwood?
I guess you could say that.
Nice.
Vale, voy en busca del legendario secreto de Monkey
I'm
Island.
going to find the legendary secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, that's excellent! Super retro. If you need a place to display it, I know a convenient museum.
Pues...
Well, have a
no
look
me ha dado las
around.
respuestas que
Please
yo
do.
esperaba. Soy un poco chof. Pero vamos a darle al lorito de comer.
It doesn't seem interested.
No parece interesado.
It's a working parrot. I shouldn't bother it.
Así que...
Tell me about this hunk of wood.
That's an original plank from the Golden Hind, autographed by Francis Drake himself.
¡Oh! Vale. Me ha gustado lo de Francis Drake.
What's the significance of the peg leg?
That belonged to the infamous peg leg Patty.
Pati
She used to
Patapalo?
hide a spare cutlass in it, in case of capture. Sadly, that's the reason she's no longer with us.
Pues... Garfield... A ver, Garfield.
Is this a left hook or a right hook?
That once belonged to the dread pirate Meat Hook. Supposedly he was ambidextrous. Also, he used to live right here, on Mêlée.
Pues creo que ya todo. Salimos del museo.
Oh, I used to love these when I was 6.
Muchas cosas me faltan. No, esperaba que me dieran más pistas.
Honoring Mêlée Island's 27th governor, Carla the Swordmaster. for
Santa
her heroic
Catalina,
actions
me
at
cago en
Santa
todo.
Catalina.
Santa Catalina. Vale, es la contundencia y Santa Catalina. Vamos allá. Mira que lo he visto antes, por no prestar suficiente atención. Querida Carla, siento haber perdido tu libro. Agradezco que estás contundente. En Santa Catalina. Y prometo hacerlo mejor. Vale.
This is for you.
Dear Carla, I'm impressed, Guybrush. Surprisingly thoughtful. Considering it's you, I'm strangely moved to forgive you for losing my book. And I'll treasure this frog as a memento of the time you did something right.
Vale. Entonces ahora... Es cierto que este es el que más destaca de color. Un atajo. Pero lo de los mapas es que no tengo ninguna pista nueva.
Hey, Wally. Tell me again what you need to make me a map
Quitaba una
for the mop
astilla.
tree.
Just bring me a sliver of the wood needed to make a mop.
Bye. Better to have one for each eye.
If you say so.
Si entro, habrá más... No, no hay más. Digo, a ver si es un logro llevarte varios monóculos. Vale, había una cerradura, que creo que era la del museo, que decía que era muy pequeña. A lo mejor con 2 sí consigo verlo. Acabo de caer en eso, en ese detalle. Vamos a volver al museo.
Well, the numbers are a little clearer, but still too tiny to read.
Vale, ¿y si combino los dos?
If one monocle is good, two
Vale.
is better.
¿Y ahora lo uso aquí?
Ah, crystal clear. I'll just write that down.
Vale, ya tengo el número. Vale. Lo que no tengo tan claro es que el libro que me haya llevado sea el correcto. Me imagino que será luego para el vudú.
Hi there.
Hi.
A ver, tengo, se supone, un número nuevo.
Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Sure. This will be for a high-end display case. You a collector?
Yeah. Stamps.
Imagino que no será tan fácil como usar la llave, porque el loro nos ha dicho que era como una especie de vigilante. Pero bueno, a ver si salta el loro y se espabila.
Whoa! That's not supposed to be unlocked. I'd better fold this and put it in storage. Then I can figure out what's wrong with the lock. Looking good. I like things neat. That's folded perfectly.
Vale, se ha escondido. Lo ha escondido en el almacén.
That'll do, Parrot. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the museum while I figure out what's going on with my display case lock.
Interesante. Es decir, que cuando vuelva, es posible que esté de nuevo colocado ahí.
Welcome back.
Sí que está.
Please try not to touch anything that seems like you're not supposed to touch it.
Sí que está. Sí que está. Puede ser. A ver, vamos a devolver el libro.
Thanks.
Thanks for returning my
Necesitamos
book.
el de recetas de postín.
Maybe you have
Vudú,
learned to be responsible.
travesía. Estos son ingredientes. Quizá el de los ingredientes.
It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but
Bueno,
it looks like they're
recetas.
for difficulty. Can I borrow this cookbook?
Yo he pasado el Broken 2000 veces y mi favorito y no sabía que se le podía dar al chamán la caja de gaitas con el gusano.
Fine, fine.
Thanks.
Pruebo cosas
I won't
muy
let you down.
raras.
I'll definitely return this.
Vale, me llevo el libro y vamos a la cocina entonces. Vamos a ir por aquí para ir más rápido. Yo lo que no sabía hasta que lo rejugué ayer fue lo de que la cabra, si le das ahora solo me sale la palabra en inglés, el charcoal, el carbón, te habla. Ay, me he equivocado de sitio. Bueno. No estábamos tan lejos.
I found this at the governor's mansion.
Aha! The mystery dish must be in there. I have no idea which one it'll be, so I'll just have to make them all. I'd better get to work. Thanks, Guybrush. This will be excellent.
Vale. Lo que voy a hacer es enseñarle la fregona a Wally. ¡Ay, no! No me deja llevármela.
Keep your hands off my mop.
Vale. Casi. Mira, ladrón de fregonas, trofeo desbloqueado. Mira, hago los trofeos sin querer. Es cierto que tendré que rejugar el juego porque ya es prácticamente imposible que yo... consiga el de menos de 2 horas. Pero bueno. ¿Cómo rompo? ¡Ah! La rajo, ya está. Ahí la tengo, ya está. Vamos a dejarla en su sitio. Ya tengo la astilla. Tiene un montón de secretillos el broker, me lo imagino. ¡Ay, no! Wally, Wally. Está aquí, está aquí, está aquí. Que me voy de largo. Toma, Wally. Dame el mapa.
Here's a sample of the wood you wanted. Can you make me a map now?
10 minutos después. ¡Chan, chan, chan!
Sure, here it is.
Thanks, Wally.
Pues vámonos al bosque. Ya tenemos el mapa. Pues al bosque. Ah, bueno, ¿puedo hablar algo más con la señora, ya que sabemos su nombre?
Once you have a key, you've got to open the door.
Tiene todo el sentido del mundo. Vale, es cierto que antes no pude abrirla y ahora que tengo 2, ¿sirve?
I don't see anything useful.
No ve nada útil. Vale, y...
This key doesn't fit.
no vale ninguna llave.
This key doesn't fit.
Vale, pues no sé si puede ser algo secundario esa puerta. Vamos al bosque. Al bosque. Y ahora tengo el mapa. Ostras, ¿tengo que seguir yo el mapa tal cual está aquí? Planta carnívora de aquí. Planta carnívora. Esta, flor morada. Planta carnívora, flor morada. Flor morada. Planta carnívora. Planta carnívora. Que será la de aquí. Otra más. La seta. La planta carnívora. La flor morada. Y la flor morada. Son 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Sí, tengo 11. A ver. Vamos por aquí. Planta carnívora, 1. Voy a ir tachando. Planta carnívora, 2. Tacho. Flor morada. Tacho. Flor morada. Tacho.
Purple flowers.
Uy.
Are these not...
Planta carnívora y tacho. Planta carnívora y tacho. Planta carnívora y tacho. Seta y tacho. Planta carnívora y tacho.
Classic specimen of a...
Ahora sería flor morada, la penúltima, la 10ª y flor morada, la 11. Vale, ahora sí. Hoy te pasas el juego que voy muy lenta.
Your mama, little prickly kids. Wow! The distinctive shape tells me this is the rare, endangered Mêlée Island mop handle tree. It's like there's a welcoming committee.
¿Y qué hago? ¿Me llevo con mi cuchillo un trozo del árbol? ¿Corto una rama? Horas más tarde. ¿Cómo habré dejado el árbol? Ay, señor. ¿Qué le he hecho al árbol? ¿Quién lo hemos matado? ¿Tú has visto cómo están los animalitos llorando, los pobres? Ay, señor.
Another resource has given its all in support of my personal goals. It's what nature is for. I must
No
have
puede
startled
ser.
them while I was whittling. Some animals are quite skittish. Hey, little dear.
Están todos súper tristes, normal. Si es casi una masacre. ¿Y le puedo dar de comer al ciervo? ¿O algún animalito, comida de loros? Va a ser que no. Pero, ¿y si sí? Ay, señor. Mira qué burro, ¿eh?
I'll take a shortcut back.
Muchas horas después, imagino que salimos del bosque. Madre mía, nos van a poner un cartel en el bosque de nunca más entrar, ¿eh? Vale, con este palo
I made him up.
puedo hacer una fregona. ¿Necesito esto para atar algo? No.
It's a single perfect instrument
Vale.
that I will keep and use for a lifetime.
Ya tenemos la fregona. Pero nos siguen faltando cosas, como la parte del loro.
Pirate Times, editor Conrad Lee, ready to publish your unrecognized genius.
No sé exactamente para qué será la tarjeta. Eso es lo que me choca. Todavía tampoco le veo utilidad al peluche.
Hi there.
Hi there.
Entonces, no sé a quién le puede interesar mi coso.
Oh, I'd really like some crackers.
Hands off. Those are my last crackers.
Vale, ¿y puedo llevarme esto por esto? No puedo llevarme... ¡Arr! ¿Cómo hago el intercambio? Más... ¡Ay, mira, aquí! Pues, como ya he avanzado un poquitín, no me llevo yo spoiler. Vamos a intentar responder al trivial. ¿Quién es el editor del Heraldo Pirata? Del Heraldo Pirata. ¿Será Conrad Lee? Sí. Ya tenemos otra más. Están súper ocultas.
I found some cracker mix. You could bake fresh crackers in your furnace.
Thanks. The ones on the plate were getting a bit stale. Take some if you want.
Don't mind if I do.
Yo juraría que lo he probado antes, pero igual no lo he hecho bien. A ver. Y yo juraría que lo hemos probado antes, ¿no? Igual no lo he hecho bien, no he hecho la combinación correcta o no se lo he puesto a ella. Se lo ofreció directamente al loro y obviamente el loro no lo quiere. Entonces, le doy de comer ya al loro. Vale, hay que hacerlo antes. Y ahora usamos la llave. Si está distraído, y lo robo. Y me voy. Vale.
What do you expect me to do, Elaine? Issue a proclamation?
Of course not, Carla. We'll need to generate public support. I'm working on that.
Demasiado bien, estoy
People
avanzando.
around here don't like any kind of restrictions, even if it's for their own good.
But we can put a requirement on ships traveling to the north. There's already a customs check, so the infrastructure is all in place.
Well, it's a start. Scurvy's a big problem. Let's do all we can.
Agreed.
I've come a long way. Is there anything else on the agenda?
Coffee?
Vale. Pues ahora habría que hablar con lo del vudú, ¿no? Porque hay que hechizar el oso este, ¿no? El parche. O vale con que me lo ponga ya.
Like me, but I don't need to be wearing this right now.
Yo creo que se lo tenemos que dar a la del vudú. Igual no es así.
Can you fix this?
Ah, the famous eye patch disguise of John Laney. As I suspected, the magic has long since drained away.
Good. Great. So, can you charge it up again?
I can. If you bring me one more thing. A part particular charm of great power.
You couldn't have told me this earlier?
I could have. You must bring me the bite
El
of
mordisco de 1000 agujas.
needles.
¿Y eso qué es?
Then I will recharge your eye patch.
The bite of 1,000 needles. Can you be a tiny bit more specific?
No.
All right, let's see what I can do.
El mordisco de 1000 agujas, la madre que la trajo. De 1000 agujas. ¿Qué es eso? Agujas, agujas, pensemos. Es lo que nos queda por volver a explorar. Eso y el callejón. Que todavía tampoco sabemos abrir el callejón. Bueno, el callejón abrir, no, la puerta que hay en el callejón. A ver, aquí por el camino solo está el bosque. Está el bosque del museo. Si vuelvo a entrarme al bosque, está la planta carnívora. O sea, ¿qué hago? ¿Arranco una planta carnívora?
A classic specimen of Alata needlius, a carnivorous vascular dicot known for its tasteful coloration, slight wiggle, and loads of tiny, sharp teeth. Gotcha, you pointy little tracheophyte.
¿Puedo llevarme también una flor morada por si acaso?
I'll treat myself to a purple flower. I hope I don't get tossed in jail for this.
Vale, y si sigo otra vez el camino, aunque luego me pierda, podríamos llevarnos también unas setas. Ah, ya no, ya me lleva directamente al bosque, ¿no? O sea, ya la seta no la podemos conseguir, ¿no? Mira cómo lloran por haber roto el coso este. Pájaros temblorosos, madre mía, si es que la ha liado aquí el muchacho no es normal. Vale, pues voy a ofrecerle o las flores o la planta carnívora a la señora. A ver, si hice mordisco, la planta carnívora cuadra, que sea. A ver.
There you go. Bite of 1,000 needles.
Tell me, is this an ancient, powerful charm, or simply a plant you found in the forest?
Amuleto,
You were pretty
amuleto.
opaque about what you wanted, even for you. I took my best shot.
Very well. You've always been the close enough sort.
Thanks.
Come, spirits of deception and death, drink your rejuvenation and awaken.
Death?
It's nothing to worry about. John Laney, this hapless boy needs your help.
Hey.
Take pity on him and bring him the power to hide from his enemies.
Well, you don't have to put it like that. That's it?
Unless you want the extended service warranty.
No, thanks. I'm not a sucker. What do I owe you?
Maybe try it on first, before we discuss payment.
Yo creo que con esto lo tenemos todo.
Well, how do I look?
¡Ostras!
What the heck? I look like a
Soy zombie.
Is it broken?
One does the best one can with the materials provided.
I'll just wear it when I really need to.
Hostia, qué guay.
Ugh.
You're welcome.
I think I'm ready to set sail.
Vale, pues ya lo tenemos todo, ¿no? Sí, pues vamos a unirnos a la tripulación. Aunque no le he devuelto ese libro a Carla otra vez, me va a odiar. Me va a odiar para siempre. A ver.
I should move farther away from the quartermaster so she doesn't see me.
Ah, vale, vale, me alejo un poquito más. Vale, vale. ¿Aquí ya vale? Sí. Y ya tengo mi fregona también.
Hi there. You must be the quartermaster.
Yep, you look like a guy without many options. I need a swabby. It's BYOM. So, show me a decent mop and the job's yours.
Okay.
Toma, mi super fregona.
How's this for a mop?
Let's see. Stick, blobby, spongy pad. Good enough. You're hired.
Great.
We'll be getting underway soon. Why don't you come on board and I'll introduce you to the crew?
I'm excited to see my stateroom. When's a good time to discuss the benefits package?
Mientras tanto, en el Scumbar.
Threepwood's on LeChuck's ship. He's got some kind of disguise. From the bargain bin, it looks like.
So what?
You don't think this could be a problem? We didn't plan for him.
I hate not knowing what's going on. I should have taken him out the minute he walked in here.
Don't worry, we'll know what's going on.
Yeah? How?
I've got a spy on board the ship.
Adiós. Bueno, barco tenemos.